Femi Falana blows hot, tells Nigerians to reject Tinubu's decision to do this immediately. See what Falana is telling Nigerians to reject Tinubu from doing. We need to understand. Falana himself, sometimes he speaks like he's on the side of Nigerians. Sometimes he speaks like being neutral and you wonder where he belongs. But let's see this time what he's calling Nigerians to do. Prominent human rights lawyer Femi Falana's son delivered a powerful message at a public program in Abuja, emphasizing that Nigerians possess the necessary resources to provide free education at all levels for its citizens. The free education at all levels for its citizens, the event organized by the Revolutionary Socialist Movement and the Save Public Education Campaign, sought to address the state of public education in Nigeria and the hopes of the working masses under the potential government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Falana stressed that free education and other essential social amenities are attainable goals if the nation's resources are democratically managed and controlled. He spoke on the need for transparency in the allocation of resources, particularly in Nigerian universities, as well as the equitable distribution of revenue to various states and local government. Now, during his speech, Falana expressed concern over what he referred to as piecemeal palliatives provided by the government, highlighting that the federal government has allocated a significant sum of money for National Assembly members, covering expenses such as cars, allowances, renovations, and constituency projects. The human rights lawyer pointed out that the Nigerian Constitution does not permit constituency projects for legislators, emphasizing that it is the executive branch responsibility to implement concrete projects for the benefit of the populace. He added that legislators are currently earning substantial amount of money in the name of constituency projects without delivering tangible results. Furthermore, Falana reminded the audience that the Nigerian Constitution guarantees free education at all levels, emphasizing the need to uphold this constitutional provision. He encouraged students to uphold the tradition of activism and resist fee increases, expressing his strong condemnation of the rising fees in Nigerian universities. Addressing the issue of police brutality, Bob Agnes, the Federal Capital Territory chairman of the African Action Congress, highlighted the persistence of police misconduct across the country. He raised concerns about the police use of point-of-sale machines for arbitrary arrest of innocent youths, calling on Nigerians to stand up and defend their rights. Dami Owot, the Secretary of Workers and Youth Solidarity Network, expressed alarm over the new fee structure in Nigerian universities. He argued that the government's claim of insufficient resources to fund education is unattainable and called on Nigerian students to resist the fee hikes, particularly as they could force many students from poor and working class families out of school. Wow. Dimeji Macaulay, a socialist and trade union activist, offered a sobering assessment of the situation in Nigeria. He contended that there is no viable solution to Nigeria's problems under Tinubu's leadership, as Tinubu is perceived as an extension of the Muhammadu Buhari's regime. Macaulay also expressed concern that the crisis in Nigeria has continued to escalate. So Femi Falana impassioned call for free education and responsible resource management struck a chord at the event, reigniting discussions about the accessibility of education in Nigeria and the need for transparency in governance. The challenges facing the nation remain significant, and the voices of activists like Falana continues to be instrumental in advocating for a more equitable and just society. So I can see the almost 5 things here that Nigeria should reject from Tinubu. One of it is increase of student school fees, especially in universities. 2 is the giving of palliatives as mockery to Nigerians after giving huge money to National Assembly for the constituency projects, for cars, and giving them huge money to subsidize their life and fund their expensive lifestyles. Okay, and a lot of other people also came out to point out that free education is the right of Nigerians and they should call for it and reject school fees issues. And another one is police brutality. Nigerians should stand up against police brutality and reject it in total because that is very bad as well. Okay, and then the fee structure again that has come up. Okay, and then the last one here is that there is no viable solution to Nigerian problem under Tinubu, as Tinubu's government is perceived to be an extension of Muhammadu Buhari. After all, Tinubu said he will continue from where Buhari stopped. Exactly. Tinubu said he will continue from where Buhari stopped. So it means that the suffer, the how do I put it? The suffering continued in Nigeria. So those are the calls. I think there are a lot of things there that Nigerians should learn to reject. And again, police brutality, because it is now known that policemen go around with POS machine, arresting people and wiping their account using their POS machine. So if you say you don't have money, they will say, bring your card, they have POS machine. And they will put it and they will tell you how much you need to put in that stuff. All right, there are a few comments here. Let's see what people are saying. People are already reacting. Nigeria, as a nation, has more than enough to give its citizens good life. Exactly. But unfortunately, politicians are depriving Nigerians of that good life. This same Femi Falana was one of those tribal bigots that insisted that Tinubu must be allowed to rule Nigeria as a Yoruba man. Stop pushing us to go and fight your brother. If he like, let him turn the country upside down. Okay, we will suffer it together. Your son Faz is the best. He always stand for truth. You see, people are now liking Falana's son to him because I know Falana has been going back and forth. Sometimes you wonder where he belongs. Now he speaks. Let him not say he speaks from both sides of the mouth sometimes, but he's somebody we need to watch. Somebody said, "I won't kill Tinubu with multiple wahala. Who won't kill him?" It is time to stand up, guys. We have all the resources, but bad government is the problem of this country. It's just a matter of time. Oh, Nigeria go boil. I know that. It's just a matter of time. Nigeria go boil. They say not go boil in a lie, because things are building, and it looks like Nigeria's elastic limit has no limit, and it continues to push Nigerians. But I know that as the awareness increases, things are bound to happen over time, and all of this nonsense will stop. Just like what is happening in Nigeria Republic and some other West African countries and Central African countries, this will happen in Nigeria very soon. It's just a matter of time. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment. That is what is coming from Falana and some other compatriots telling Nigerians what to reject on that Tinubu's government.